I understand that among us, whether in this moment or listening from afar, there are hearts weary from carrying unspoken burdens. Some of you feel silenced by pain, grief that chokes your words, injustices that leave you questioning, or a loneliness that echoes in the quiet of the night. Your sighs are real, and they are heard. Psalm 35 offers a sacred space where your cries are not just allowed but invited. David, in his distress, wrote, "Contend, O Lord, with those who contend with me, fight against those who fight against me." Psalm 35:1. This is our unchanging promise. God does not demand a cheerful song when your heart is breaking. He gives us a psalm to voice our deepest laments. I know it feels heavy, but we will not rush past your pain. Together, we will learn to weave these silent cries into a melody of honest prayer. Consider Anna, a teacher from Denver who faced false accusations at work. Devastated, she turned to Psalm 35, whispering its words through tears. Her honesty before God gave her strength to endure. This week, find a quiet moment and read Psalm 35:1 aloud, letting it carry your pain. But begin here, in the raw truth of your heart, trusting God to meet you. Now that we have named our pain, let us hear the comforting truth of Psalm 35. God is our advocate who listens. Plead my cause, O Lord, with those who strive with me. Psalm 35:1. This is our anchor. God does not ignore your cries for justice. He steps into the courtroom of your life, taking up your cause. Perhaps you feel like nobody sees the wrongs you've endured, but God does. Prayer through Psalm 35 becomes a dialogue, turning your pleas into a melody of trust. Think of Marcus, a mechanic from Atlanta, slandered by a coworker, losing his job. In despair, he prayed Psalm 35, asking God to plead his cause. Months later, the truth emerged, and Marcus was restored with a better position. His prayers were not in vain. Brothers and sisters, do you believe God hears you? This week, write down one injustice you face and pray. Psalm 35, one over it. Trusting God's ear is turned toward you. As we move forward, let us hold fast to this. Our cries are not lost. They rise to a God who listens and acts. Having heard God's promise to listen, let us now trust his righteous defense. Psalm 35:23 declares, stir up yourself and awake to my vindication, to my cause, my God and my Lord. This is our foundation. God not only hears, but fights for us. Trusting him means releasing our need to fix everything ourselves. Do you feel overwhelmed trying to defend your name or your heart? Psalm 35 invites you to rest in God's justice. Consider Lisa, a single mother from Chicago, betrayed by a close friend who spread lies. Heartbroken, she prayed Psalm 35, asking God to vindicate her. Over time, the truth surfaced, and her community rallied around her. Lisa's trust in God's defense brought peace amid pain. Brothers and sisters, can you surrender your battles to him? This week, choose one situation where you feel attacked and pray. Psalm 35:23, asking God to be your defender. As we press on, let this truth resonate. God is your shield, fighting battles you cannot win alone. With trust in God's defense, we now learn to sing through the storm. Psalm 35:28 says, and my tongue shall speak of your righteousness and of your praise all the day long. This is our promise. Prayer transforms pain into praise, even in hardship. Singing does not mean denying your struggle. It means choosing to proclaim God's faithfulness despite it. Perhaps your storm feels endless. But Psalm 35 gives you a song. And think of David, a veteran from Miami, battling PTSD. Nights were torment, but he began praying Psalm 35, declaring God's righteousness. Slowly, his heart found hope, and he shared his journey, inspiring others. Brothers and sisters, will you sing in your storm? This week, pray Psalm 35:28 each morning. Praising God for one thing, even if small, as we near our crescendo. Let us embrace this prayer through Psalm 35, turns our cries into a melody of hope, sustaining us through every trial. We have journeyed from silent cries to a song of hope. Now, let us rejoice in God's victory. Psalm 35:9 proclaims, and my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation. This is our anthem. God's triumph is certain, and we can celebrate it now. Your battles are not the end. God's justice and love will prevail. Rejoicing is an act of faith, declaring victory before the fight is over. Consider Sarah, a librarian from Portland who faced a lawsuit that threatened her savings. She prayed Psalm 35, trusting God's salvation. The case was dismissed, and Sarah praised God publicly. Brothers and sisters, will you rejoice in his victory? This week, pray Psalm 35:9, thanking God for his deliverance, even if you're still waiting. As we reach our coda, let this truth ring. God's victory is your song, and your faith makes it loud. We began in the shadows of silent pain, found our voice in Psalm 35, trusted God's defense, sang through storms, and now stand in the light of his victory. This is your melody, though life's notes may falter. God is your maestro. Let us proclaim together, though my heart weeps, I trust you are my advocate, though I face battles. I sing of your righteousness. You are my strength and my psalm. I invite you to rest in him. Bring your burdens to Jesus. Let him harmonize your soul and find peace in his presence. May the Lord, who pleads your cause, fill you with hope. May his righteousness be your song and his salvation your anchor. Go with this blessing. May your heart find peace, your voice find strength, and your life resound with his unfailing love.